bad girl, I mean that. Me have to leave the boy, but got the boy.
Finance is a very white male dominated place. Being young, black, and a woman, you can't tell me this isn't God. Whatever you feel like you lost, God will always replace it with something 10 times more. Hey guys, currently in San Diego, California, just for a work trip right now. I just want to gist ya why I feel like God gave me this opportunity. But right now, I'm just getting ready to go to STK Steakhouse. What was I gonna do? Okay, primary. So I work from home, right? But I didn't know that when you're on a work trip, you're gonna have to be with the team, especially when you have breakfast, lunch, or dinner. You're gonna be with your coworker. You going on a work trip, it's not for you to pay for anything. So it's like always invited to lunch, dinner, breakfast. And it's like, I don't wanna say no, I don't wanna go to dinner with you, because I feel like that's a bad look, especially because I'm young and you know, you gotta make a good impression. I just feel like my social battery is running low. I can't talk anymore. I'm just so grateful to be here. When I first got the news, like, hey, I want you to come to California, I'm like, oh my goodness. God is giving me a gift, because even before this, there was a time where like I was reading a certain part of the Bible and it was telling me not to be unequally yoked. And I was dating somebody who weren't equally yoked. Mind you, they were buying me gifts, they were taking me on nice dates, they were giving me money. Very provider type of mindset. It was given, yeah, I know like you would take care of me in the future. But I feel like right now I'm only dating to hear people's ideas, their mindsets, see what I like and don't like. I read that part of the Bible and something convicted me to leave him. And I'm over here talking to God like, what you mean? Once I read that part of the Bible, it would come into my head and I'm like, dang, I don't think I'm supposed to like be dating him. He was dating to marry. Like, he was what, 2 years older than me? I didn't want to keep dating him and lead him on, because I'm the type of person, I'm just tell you up front, like, hey, this is never going anywhere. So, you know, I would tell him, but I would never cut him off. So it's like I would still get the benefits of him being with me. I don't think I could do that anymore, because it's just like I don't want to continue to drain your pockets, even though I don't have a problem with that. But let's skip that. A month later, he's still doing all these nice things for me. And I'm just like, you know what? I sit him in the car. Oh, mind you, he used to drive me everywhere. He sat him in the car one day and I was just like, we can't do this anymore. That hurt so bad, because not only was he like a good person, whoa. Not only was he, sorry if you see all my mosquito bites from St. Lucia. By the way, go and watch that vlog. He was just like a good friend. I could tell he genuinely like cared for me. I told him, I'm like, okay, even if we don't date, we can still be friends. He had told me like, okay, if we're not dating, there's no point in talking. Like I could tell he was fake hurt. And I couldn't blame him, like, I couldn't blame him because I knew how he felt. But I felt like it was better for me to cut it off there instead of him continuing to invest in me. And then like, what, 10 years down the line, I'm telling him, oh, I don't want to be with you. I feel like that's so sick. I can't. And I feel like whatever you do to people is going to come right back to you. So I don't want nobody to be leading me on. I cut him off and I was fake upset with God, because I'm just like, I know you said we can't be unequally yoked, but it's like, are you serious? He was given like what I know I want in the future. Alpha male, very much so provider mindset. On me, oh, I just want you to focus on YouTube for the rest of your life. You're not supposed to work. I was just like, whoa, wow. And it's like, it wasn't just his words, it was his actions. I was just like, God, you really want me to cut this off? Just like have certain dreams, and I'm like, yeah, he gotta go. And I tried to be his friend. Like I told you, he didn't want to like talk to me as much anymore, so we kind of drifted apart, and that kind of hurt me a little bit, because it's just like, damn, like I messed with you as a person. But anywho, fast forward. So I'm in my bed, like I think this was like, wow, maybe like the last week of December. I was in my bed and I'm just talking to God, and I'm like, God, I literally have my feet crossed. I talk to God like he's right beside me, because he is. What you mean I had to cut him off? Like, you seen what he was doing. So I was talking to God like that. I'm like, God, well, first I told him, I said, thank you, God. Like, thanks for dying on the cross for me. And then I'm like, now, can we get into some tea? Like, you told me to cut this person off. I'm just like, God, I hope you restore what I had cut off. You know, obviously I got no response from him. You know, God likes to take his time and pick and choose when he want to respond or when he want to answer your prayer. So I'm just like, you know, I spoke to you, and I just have faith that, you know, you're gonna restore what I lost. Like, you're gonna give me a gift. So fast forward, I think the second week of January, I get on a call with my manager, and she's like, I will tell you something, we've been keeping this from you for like a while. Ever since like the last week of December, like we just wanted to tell you something. Mind you, the last week of December is when I had prayed to God, like, what's the deal? They were like, we want to know if you would like to go to San Diego, California for the MBA conference. MBA is Mortgage Bankers Association conference. ew, not the corporate ways. That needs to stop. Everything is paid. We will book the flight, we will book the room, and you can just stay with us like to have lunch and stuff. I'm just like, what? In my heart, in my head, in my body, I'm like, no way. This is my first, like, I think, okay, y'all seen that I went to New Jersey for the other work trip. And yeah, I was in a hotel that was paid for and everything, but this is a real work trip because you're booking the flight, you're booking the hotel, you know. I was just like, whoa, this is like huge. And then, I don't know, you know, I said, yes, of course, you know, I said it in the most calm way, man. I said it in the most calm way, but I was so excited. I was so grateful, and I let them know that I'm in San Diego, and I just know this is all God. Once I got in the room, I'm like, thank you, God. Like, I know this is you. I know this is you replacing what I lost, especially because I'm here during the week of Valentine's Day, and it's like, I probably would have been thinking about, he would have been splurging on me or whatever. Like, he would have been doing the whole nine. It's just cool to see how, like, God just be giving gifts. And he just will, like, surprise you out of nowhere. Like, I heard something. I just feel like God will literally surprise you out of nowhere. Like, whatever you feel like you lost, God will always replace it with something 10 times more. This conference has just allowed me to meet so many new people. It allowed me to make connections with people I can, you know, reach out to in the future. It just reminds me, like, okay, even if you have to remove something out of your life for the sake of pleasing God, you just gotta remember, like, God is the provider of everything. He's in control of everything. So, you know, I've just been trying to live like that. I don't really want to put too much on my neck, but for the sake of this video, I am. Because it's literally dark outside, like, nobody's about to see me. Should I put my, yeah, I'm gonna do my neck because it looks a bit white. I mean, it looks darker than my face. It's still gonna look, yo, it's the light. I promise I don't look crazy in person. But other than that, yeah, like, God's just gonna repay you back 10 times what you lost. That's why I was just so grateful for this trip, because I'm like, yes, this is God. Church is the best place to be on 31st night. Because let me tell you, the way I was praying for, like, okay, I prayed a lot of stuff that night, but one of the prayers, I'll be a little transparent, is like, God, let me please have some favor in the eyes of my manager. People to speak about me positively in rooms that I don't even know about. The fact that they were literally plotting this behind my back this whole time, my manager knew and everything. I'm like, listen, this is an answered prayer from God, literally. Like, I'm telling you, once I came in the room, I'm like, God, this is not me. This is your hand on all of this, because literally, who am I to be here right now? 22 amongst a bunch of 38 and up year olds. I'm the youngest person here. Where do you see that at? Mind you, finance is a very white male dominated place. You don't see a bunch of black people or women as much. So me being young, black, and a woman, you can't tell me this isn't God. Let me get some concealer and warm up my face. I'm looking crazy. I feel like God was gifting me because, you know, I decided to drop something that I felt was so valuable to me just to please him. So put God first. God even says, like, if you love me, obey my command. I'm not perfect. Some days I fall, but I just try to get right back up. That's the enemy's trick, just for you to feel like when you fall, like, God doesn't like you anymore. This says it in the Bible somewhere. God died on the cross for us. That is what pardons our sins. But it's like, when you deliberately do it, having the mindset that he's gonna forgive you, that's when, you know, it doesn't work. Because he's like, you think I was born yesterday? It's not an easy walk. I've been having to tell myself, like, just keep going. Where was I going with this? Yeah, so I'm here at the conference now, right? My manager told me it is gonna be a marathon, and I thought she was kidding. And I'm just like, yeah, I can do it. Like, it sounds good. I didn't really think it through. The flight here was 6 hours, and I was so over it. There was literally this guy coughing next to me the whole entire time. And I'm just like, oh my goodness, God have mercy on me. I'm happy I have my mask on. I wanted to put my second mask on. I was just like, oh my goodness, I hope I don't die. He coughed the whole 6 hours. What drained me was Monday. I started at 7:30 a.m. We had a conferences all day. So we had a conference from 9, because we set up from 7 to 8. And then we had a conference from 9 to like 4. Yeah, so then we drove to the venue. We set up and everything. And then that's when we had to, like, I did RSVP for the whole night, and I'm happy I was able to do that because, yeah, I know me, I don't really want to be mingling too much. Oh, I didn't put some here. That's a lot. I'm like rushing a little bit because STK closes at 11. It's currently 9:51. Yeah, the conference was a lot. On the marketing team, and everybody lives remotely. Everybody lives in different states, so it's just like, what's the point of coming in the office so much if you're not with your team? I just wasn't used to, like, being around people for so long. At certain points, I would just get quiet. I would have my relaxing face, and people would just be like, are you okay? Like, is everything all right? Like, are you okay? I'm just like, yo, I'm chilling. Like, just because you're not talking doesn't mean you're not okay. I know I look like a ghost right now. I swear it's the light. I swear it's the light. I look normal in person. It was worth the connection. It's worth the experience. We had another conference like that today. And I'm just like, yeah, I need to go and spoil myself. Go and have a little solo day just to like collect my thoughts and just reflect on everything. Because yeah, I can't hear my own thoughts right now. I'm with my friends all day. I know we don't have to talk every single second. I love these people, but my social battery was gone. And I told one of my coworkers, because she's mad cool, like I'm her little sister or whatever. I don't like say nothing personal. I don't even tell her my YouTube channel, none of that. But I was just telling her like, listen, my social battery is so low. She was like, oh, I definitely understand. Like, you don't even have to come to the... Mind you guys, after that whole day of being with each other, the manager, she's like, oh, if you guys want to come for some drinks, the bar tonight, you guys can. And in my mind, I'm like, who? Because I can't keep going. That's why I'm going on my solo day right now. And I'm literally going to run past them. I see them downstairs because I literally said that I was tired. I just told my coworker, I'm going on a solo day. She's very similar to me, but she's been there for some time, so she's used to it. I'm not used to this. These mosquito bites trying to say, yo, I'm gonna get something to remove those bites because I don't like how that looks on me. It doesn't look right. If you haven't watched that vlog, go and watch it. I feel like I love that vlog because I was like so myself, that whole entire vlog. I think I'm getting comfortable on YouTube. When I first started, I feel like that wasn't really me. Hey guys, welcome back to Chile. Relax. We need to be warmed up a bit more. Hold on. I think I told y'all in like a chitchat GRWM, I was working 2 jobs before because, you know, I'm good at what I do in this job. Let me get back to the community. So I was working at an after school job. The job was just so draining. Not my style, not my future vibe that I want for my life. I told them that I was taking off for the summer because I'm not about to do a full year working with y'all. I don't really need to. My manager is, God forgive that lady. I forgive her. I even saw her son in Bay Plaza the other day. And I said hi to him. Like, I really don't hold no grudges. My point of what I was trying to say is like, when it was time after the summer to come back, I feel like she was trying her best to not get me back working in the after school program. One of my friends is working there too, and like he was really trying to get the job back. But after I reached out to her boss, because my thing is like, I'm not leaving unless I want to leave, like, you know? So I feel like she was purposely trying to kick me out because she was just so intimidated by a freaking 21-year-old at the time. I'm not gonna leave until I want to. You're gonna see this pretty beat face because I was looking good too. She just made it hard for me to come back, and there was a certain point where I was like, you know what? She got it. I'm gonna give it to you. I'm not even gonna force this because at the end of the day, there's a reason why God is making me not go back there because, you know, everything works for the greater good, you know, for those who love Jesus always. I was like, you know what? You don't want me back? That's fine. I just know something bigger is coming in the future. And now look. I feel like if I had stayed in that job, I probably would have had to ask for days off. My manager would have noticed that I created shorter hours for myself to go and attend the other job. Like I used to work from 9 to 1 here, to rush at 2 p.m. to work for the other job. And it's just like, I feel like if my manager noticed that, I probably wouldn't even have gotten the opportunity to be here. If something is rejecting you, just let it rock. Don't even force anything. Just go with the flow. Just accept it and know that God is bringing something bigger and better and something more to your liking, point blank period. Alright guys, that is really the end of this video. I don't think I'm missing anything from my face. It doesn't really matter because I'm just going on a solo date. But anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You look gorgeous as per usual. And listen, if you've been tuned in from start to end, big up your good body self, big up your mother, big up your father, big up yourself, period, okay? I'm gonna catch you guys in my next video. Period, Babiana.